Hey. Thank you all for tuning into another episode on the Inner Peace Speak podcast. I am your host, Kima Gant. What's going on, everybody? Hey, it's been a little minute. Like I told you, I think on the last episode, I'm in my pivot season, so I'm pivoting and figuring this thing out, it's pivot season for me. So I'm just recreating and figuring out, and I'm here. Definitely trying to gain structure and balance. I'm going to say that. Not structure, balance. Definitely working on balancing things out. I have some hiccups, things that come in the way. Of course, the enemy try to come in, knock me off game, but I'm slaying him. He's not winning. He's not defeating me. So that's a no-go. Might knock me down, but I'm going to get back up. So, of course, the enemy been trying to come. So I've been in the pivot season. So I definitely been jotting down, journaling, and recording things. I just haven't put things out because I'm just trying to figure things out while I'm speaking my inner peace. You know how that goes. But I want to talk to you guys about fear and how I had to turn it around for my good, because fear again had me in bondage as well. Fear is not of God. And once I understood that, people say it, and fear is like, when you hear the word fear, you automatically get scared. Oh God. And why am I fearful? Why am I scared? Like, who am I scared of? What am I fearful of? It doesn't make sense. And when I started to understand, like, if I'm not afraid of anybody, why am I like, what are you scared of? You scared of what people are going to say? You scared of what people are going to do? Like, nobody's going to do anything to you. What people can say, people say things about you all the time. People say things about people all the time. It doesn't make it true. It doesn't make it accurate. And once I understood that, I started to just say, you know what? I have to face everything and rise. Face everything and rise. And that's how I look at fear now. Even though it may be scary, my mentor, she told me, do it afraid. Do it afraid. And then once I started looking at, what are you afraid of? Like, like, what are you fearful of? Like, what are you fearful of? What people want to say? If you know you're not saying anything wrong, the people that's supposed to get it, it's gonna get it. The people that's not supposed to get it, is not supposed to get it. Are you worried about the ones that's not supposed to get it? Okay, yeah, that part. So I had to begin to just face everything and rise. So, once I started to see that and do that, it started making me dig deeper more into myself and made me question, like, why am I so afraid and why am I so fearful? And I began to think it was only because of what people was going to say. But the same people that I was thinking what they're going to say, it doesn't even matter what people going to say. It mostly matters what God's going to say. And I started to feel bad because I started to feel like I was trying to please people more than I started to please God. And obedience is better than sacrifice. So once I started to realize that and understand that, no, I'm not going to please people more than I please God when God wakes me up every morning. And then to be worried about what people want to say that don't even... Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I had decided to, like, you know what? Face everything and rise. The people that's supposed to get it is going to get it. The people that I'm supposed to connect with, I'm going to connect with. So, I had to realize that. So I had to face everything and rise. So with that being said, I'm going to start doing my live videos. I'm going to start the process of my transitional homes that I want to do. And even though I'm going through different things or whatever, I'm still going to face it and I'm still going to rise no matter what, because that's how much I trust God. I really trust Him with my life. Like, I do. And, because He has brought me out of situations and still bringing me out of situations that I have put myself in just by not being obedient to what He's told me to do. Because even though I'm walking on this walk, I am nowhere near perfect, and I do fall short of His glory, and I do make mistakes. So when while I'm walking this walk, I don't say it. This not nothing that I'm playing with. This is for real. Like, I'm not playing with this. This is for real. So, because I know He is for real. So, this is a journey for me, So I ask that, not even that I ask. It's not even an ask. It's more of a, walk with me while I walk with God. Walk with me while I walk with Jesus. Walk with me while I walk this walk. I'm not trying to guide no one into a wrong path. I'm not trying to lead no one in the wrong path. And of course, I'm not perfect, but I serve a perfect God. And for me to say I'm not perfect, that's for me to say not that I'm gonna intentionally do wrong. That's not to say I'm gonna intentionally do things that I know is not right. All I'm saying is I'm not perfect, but I serve a perfect God. So this walk and this journey is not easy. So you do need all the support that you can get and all the love, genuine. Because everybody struggles. Everybody going through it. But we have to all remember, we have to face it. Face everything and rise and trust that God has us. But you can't just say trust. You really have to believe and know that you trust Him. And I'm telling you guys this because that's the walk that I am on. I have no choice but to trust Him. Your faith have to be as small as a mustard seed, but it has to eventually grow. It has to eventually grow. You have to eventually grow your faith. So, I'm walking this journey and I'm growing my faith and I'm understanding and I love people. I do. I genuinely love people because you can't love God without loving His people. And that's a fact. So, just because I may not be bothered with the person doesn't mean that I don't love them. Doesn't mean that I wish them harm. Because that'll be contradicting of what I say I believe. And one thing I'm not going to play about God. I'm not going to use His name in vain. I'm not going to play. So, this journey is fearful. And I want you guys to all know it's not an easy journey, but it's a journey that has to be done. But it's a journey that you have to say, yes, I'm going to do it. It hurts. It hurts. Oh, God, it hurts. When you pray about things and then God start revealing it to you and showing you different things, you have to be willing to say, sit in it. You have to be willing to deal with it. You have to be willing to say, you know what? This is what I asked for. I got to put on my big girl drawers. My big girl panties and my big boy drawers and say, you know what, this is what has to be done. So I'm again saying all that to say, even though it may be fearful, even though it may hurt, you have to face everything and still rise above the cake, still rise to the top, still do what you're called to do, still walk in His purpose, still walk in His will, and trust and understand that He's going to walk with you. One of my favorite scriptures is 1 John chapter 4, verse 4. Ye are of God, little children, and have overcome them, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. What that means for me is, why are we fearful? He is in us. He's not a spirit of fear. So why should I fear? If He is in me, Greater is in he that he is in the world. I know what that means for me. I can do all things because he's in me. What am I fearful for? What am I fearful for? So there's no need to be fearful when I know that I'm doing what's right. When I know that everything I'm doing is coming from a pure place. What am I fearful for? Why am I worried about what the world going to say instead of worried about what God's going to say? Why? It doesn't make sense to me. So once I really understood that and understood the scripture, he who is in me is greater than he who is in the world. Oh my goodness, that was just like it for me. That was it for me. So, I just want you guys to be able to understand you can be able to face everything and rise no matter what it looks like, no matter what it may sound like. And I'm telling you that because I'm walking through it as I'm speaking now. I can't wait to share the outcome of everything that I am facing while I'm sharing positivity. Why I'm sharing it. I'm not bitter. I'm not upset about anything because I trust God through it all. I wholeheartedly trust him through it all. I know he's going to see it, make a way. I know he's going to be glorified at the end of all of this that I'm going through. So no matter what, face it, everything, and rise above the occasion. You can do it. I'm rooting for you. I know my prayer warriors and my team and my people are rooting for me. I love my I.ise circle. That's my inner peace speak circle. Those are the ones that's my tribe, the ones that rock with me, that's been rocking with me from the beginning of the time to show the love and the support. I greatly appreciate y'all. I greatly appreciate y'all. I do from the bottom of my heart. I greatly appreciate y'all. For, even when I was talking and I was so nervous and like you could hear the fear in my voice and the encouragement, the words of wisdom, the not putting me down and just lifting me up, and know that it was hard for me but still rocking with me no matter what. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. I truly do. Even the ones that did say negative things, that just helped me just become better and better. Now that I'm speaking, I know you guys can hear the much more confident. It's only going to get better. That's why I said in the beginning of my pod, on my first episode or second, I don't know which one, that I want you guys to walk with me while I'm walking this journey, just so you guys can see the power of God and how he's moving in my life, and his hand is moving in my life just by me speaking. I just want you guys to see how real he is. So he's using me, and why not let him use me if I let the world use me and I got nothing out of it? I'm going to let God use me so that he may be glorified. I ask that you guys always see him. I want you guys to always see less of me and more of him. I'm not perfect, but what I speak, I'm only speaking what I know I'm being told to say. That's why I didn't speak really and didn't want to speak for a little minute, because I don't want my flesh to start speaking and me speaking from a place of anger. Because there's no need to be angry when you understand. But enough of that. I just I get into it a little bit. But I just wanted to just tell you guys to face everything and rise. No matter what it looks like, face it and rise. I'm walking through it. I can't wait to tell you guys the testimony of what I'm going to overcome, because I know I'm going to overcome it. What I'm going to overcome. I don't have no problem with being open, honest, and transparent, because I understand me sharing my story, my testimony can ultimately help somebody else overcome. So I'm going to forever speak my inner peace and forever be truthful to who I am. This guy, Apostle Garcia on Clubhouse, I met him, and he asked me, he said, who is your favorite celebrity? And I said, well, Beyonce is one of my favorites. He said, why you like her? I said, because I like her authenticity. I like the fact that she doesn't respond to negative. She just, release things, shut the world down, go about her business, carry on, just different things. I just love her characteristics of who she is. And he said, you know why you love her? Because that's you. And it made me think, and it said, wow, that's true. You only attract you only attract what you are. So it made me think, yes, I am that person. I don't respond to negative. I am an authentic person. I am a humble person. I am the type of person that like to, show and not respond. So I'm like, wow, that's deep. That's deep. It just made me think. So I just want to ask you guys, who is your favorite person and why? And once you understand, then you can start really getting in tune with who you are, and you can really be able to face everything and rise and trust that is all working out for your glory. It's lessons in everything that we go through. I love you all. Thank you all for tuning into another episode on the Inner Peace Speak podcast. I am your host, Kima. I just want to tell you also too, I'm sorry, that I have some few things that's coming up. I'll be able to come in, I'm going to come in this week and give some announcements of the schedule of what I have coming up and just different things that I'm doing to keep my IPS circle up to date. I love you all. Thank you all for tuning into this episode. I hope you all got something out of it. You can learn something. Again, you can be able to reach me on the innerpeacespeak.com. Send me a message on the peaceinner36@gmail.com. I also have my phone number where you can be able to contact me as well. So if you need to be able to reach out, speak, anything I can do, contact me. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.